Hi, Alan Cutts here with your weekly KT. Today I want to talk to you about discounting and specifically using things like Groupon, Living Social, double take deals, and things like that. You know, this time of the year, it's January here, and really kind of on through from like say the end of October as we get into the holiday season into February. You can kind of see it all the way from the Valentine's Day, and then you see it again somewhat more in the summertime when people are trying to do specials and stuff like that in the summer. Now, what I want to say is I am all for doing things to drive business, and if that means doing certain types of discounts or running specials, whether you're a massage therapist, you own a deli, a restaurant, or anything like that. Online business, because these days you can use Udemy for online services. You can even do online training through Groupon and sell stuff like that. So any of it, it doesn't matter what type of business you're in. It's great to offer specials and stuff like that. The problem that I'm seeing with it is that people are offering specials, and we work with a lot of companies that kind of were sold a bill of goods, and I'll use Groupon as this example, sold a bill of goods from Groupon that is going to drive more foot traffic into the restaurant. And sure enough, it drives more foot traffic into the restaurant, the massage offices, chiropractic, dentist, whatever. It drives more traffic to their websites. It does that. The problem is that, one, you're selling your services at basically a 75% discount when you get right down to it, because if you're using something like Groupon, number one, they normally ask you to discount your price, whatever that price is, so it's a special. And then Groupon takes 50% of that and leaves you with the other 50% of it. And then, for example, we worked with a restaurant recently, and this has happened on more than one occasion. I'm just giving an example of one, where Groupon offered those people who signed up on a particular day a $5 discount on services over $5. So if a restaurant or chiropractor, and I keep using the word restaurant because that's what you see the most, but and it's any type of service, bottle service, car wash, that's another one that you see a lot these days, offer a service that say you buy a $30 coupon, you get $60 worth of food or something like that, and then they give the consumer a $5 break on anything over $5. Well, now you've just discounted that coupon down to $25, and you're basically giving away your services. Now, a problem with that is that it's, you know, they've done the stats and shown that most people who use Groupon, double take deals, Living Social, that are deal seekers. That's what they're looking for. And great, they're going to come to your restaurant because they got a special deal. I mean, I've done it myself. I mean, I'm sure you have yours as well. I've done it myself. I look on Groupon and find restaurants that I haven't tried and say, well, you know, when they do a Groupon deal, I'll go try them out or something like that. And that's not a bad thing. But what is a bad thing is that most businesses don't know how to capitalize on that traffic that they get, that double traffic, that influx of traffic they get from a Groupon or a special, any kind of special. Even if you're offering it yourself, they don't know how to capitalize on that special. You know, an example is recently at a restaurant, we had used a Groupon to go to a particular restaurant, and the food is good. We've known the food is good. I've eaten there before. The food is good. And what you notice is that you go in, and I even try, and it's funny because when you're in marketing, I tried to help them help themselves, and even told them this, and that you would have thought they knew I came in with a Groupon, and it didn't have to be Groupon. They knew I came in with a coupon, was offering their services at 50% off, which means they basically made 25% on the food and services that my wife and I ordered. And number one, they didn't ask me if I enjoyed the meal, which, I mean, these are things that you should be taking care of, whether it's your online business or whether you're selling jewelry or a dive shop or massage therapist or car wash or whatever, is they didn't ask, number one, if we enjoyed the service when we were completing, went to check out and pay. Well, so we go to check out and pay, and I really got into it going, you know, if they had asked me if I enjoyed the service, and, you know, I said yes, then it would have behooved them to say, well, we see you came here with a Groupon or a discount coupon. Would you like to purchase another one at that same value? And I can just add it to your credit card, to your final bill. Because of course, there's always going to be a little bit more on the bill, or hopefully there is a tip or something else that's going to be added to the bill. We can add it to your bill and do that. Or you could take it a step further and say, well, if you really liked it, then would you leave us a social media thing on Yelp or Facebook or whatever, a post saying that, how much you enjoyed our food. But you don't find businesses doing that. And I've used a number of these coupons. So the tip is anytime you're offering any kind of discount or something, you need to think it through, or work with a company like ours or another one in your area that shows you how to truly monetize the traffic that you're getting in from it. Because, an example, recently is we were called in to try to cut the bleeding out of a particular restaurant that had used Groupon, and basically Groupon broke the business. Literally ran them out because they used Groupon as kind of a last-ditch effort. And I know their food was okay. I wouldn't call it great, but I know it was at least satisfactory. I've checked reviews on this, for that particular restaurant, and the reviews were decent. They weren't great, but with a little work, if they had come to us earlier, we could have helped build up their reviews so that they had higher reviews, and we would have showed them how to better implement their Groupon or their Double Take deals or whatever it is, even restaurant.com, their deals, so that they could have really benefited from all the traffic that the particular coupon brought them. And again, it doesn't matter what type of business you're in, you've got to think it through. And if you're a small business, using something like a Groupon or always offering specials, always offering deals to try to get business in the door, is a very, very, very bad thing to do. Now, I like using Groupon for certain seasons. Maybe you're going to use it for a season to get drive traffic, or if you know when your slow periods are, maybe it's in August or June or something like that, and you need to do something to drive some traffic during those times of the month, then you do it and you limit the time that the coupon can be used. If you're trying to drive traffic for the holiday season, do the same thing. Limit the time it needs to be used. But then have a strategy in place for people maybe to post reviews and they get something else. So they post good reviews. And again, you always ask, did you have good service? These days you can create a QR code or something on a phone and say, hey, will you post a review for us now? And boom, they can post a review. And then you can give them something. Maybe you're giving them a free dessert or $5 off or something off of something else for them to come in. You can also upsell them right there at the point of sale when they're using their coupon to sell them into something else that's outside of Groupon or outside of Double Take or outside of restaurant or outside of any coupon or special offer that you've offered them. So the tip is think it through. And if you need help thinking it through, give us a call. I'll be more than happy to spend some time with you on the telephone. Somebody, either myself or somebody from our staff, would talk to you on how we do it and how we've helped a lot of other companies do the same thing. I don't want to see companies going broke anymore because they didn't think the sales strategy through and really figured out how to monetize on the long-term back-end profit from using something like that. Okay? So take care. Look forward to talking to you next week.